Thanks for tuning in. I don't normally build prototype or concept armor vehicles, but when I saw this I couldn't resist getting it. I already had the Panzer II Panzer in the cart at Scale Hobbyist, and being a Panzer II enthusiast I got this as well. There's very little info available, but it did have an SD KFZ number of 128. It was conceived in the same vein as the Martyr II, but is different from the Martyr II proper, which had a 75mm PaK 40 gun. This one has the 50mm PaK 38 L60 gun. I don't know how many of these were made. According to ScaleMates, this is a 2016 update, number 6721, adding the parts needed to a prior tooling of the Panzer II, which you'll see here in a bit. I'll publish the build and paint videos in the future. I'm just starting this channel, so I hope you enjoy this. Okay, let's check out this kit. The box is 15 inch by 10, so that's a good size for a Panzer II based kit. Bummer, looks like it got crunched a bit. Apparently this is an authentic looking kit. That's refreshing. It has a newly tooled fighting compartment with what they say is true to scale thickness, and it has a newly tooled upper hole specific for this kit. Neapolitan style color scheme choices, and what may be the smallest decal sheet I've ever seen. There's quite a bit of info on the bottom of the box. It comes with a lot of new ammo cases and storage cases over the engine deck. It has full interior and transmission details since it's open hull. These are baffle plates and a well-detailed gun breech. It says it has very detailed deck plates and panels. Comes with some photo-etched pieces. This highlights the transmission details. One-piece hull, I like it. Photo-etched muffler cover, that's standard for Dragon. More PE details. DS tracks for easy, no-fuss assembly. That's very encouraging. It says it has highly detailed road wheels and drive sprockets, with 3 types of idler wheels, which did change across the Panzer II Ausführungs, C, D, F, etc. Rubber band tracks. The plastic wrap is very thin. It's torn here, but the pieces look fine. The sprues are not wrapped individually, which is fine. Tear here as well. That plastic wrap is as thin as phyllo dough, but the plastic looks okay here on the side. The decal sheet and a small photo etch piece. And lastly, the instructions. Instructions are in the Dragon typical 34.5 by 19 centimeter size. Look at all those parts that will end up in my spares box. Everything in blue is not used. Looks like that's about half the kit. All the drive wheels, sprockets, and lower hull completion here. Driving compartment details. Here's the transmission assembly. This looks like detailing of the exposed fighting compartment. Sorry, I forgot to move the sheet. Some more driving compartment detailing and upper hull detailing. More upper hull detailing. Down here you start to assemble the gun. Not sure why these parts are in light blue in the instructions compared to the rest of it. Looks like you finished the gun assembly here. Here you start to build up the superstructure and those storage bins. There's those ammo cases. More superstructure building. This is that photo etch part. Looks like you bend it a little. Lastly, you have the three basic paint schemes. This is the dark yellow Dunkelgelb, this is the German gray Dunkelgrau, and this is the German gray with the winter camo wash. Alright, rubber tracks.
Hell yeah.
I don't mind these. By the time you paint and weather them, they look fine. At least for me. This is sprue A, and these are the parts from this one that you'll use. Zooming in, you can see there are a lot of pins. I think that's what you call them. And I'm really happy to see that there's very little, if any, flash, which I think you'd expect from a newer mold that hasn't worn out yet. Very nice. Those pins should come off nicely. Very nice detailing of the deck surface. It's beautiful. This is sprue C. Here's the transmission, and these will attach to the drive axle inside the hull. The rest of these parts I point out will be used. So it might not pick up well on camera, but the surface detail on these is fabulous. Just a tiny bit of flash around the middle. So here is H, K, which is different from the larger and essential K sprue we'll see, F, D, E, and G. Again, the surface texture detailing on the sprocket and idlers is beautiful. And I like it that the runner's attached to the tips of the sprockets instead of between them on the body. And there are two sets. So here's that other sprue K. This is the upper hull that you'll use. You use everything here, it's all new tooling. Detail is very nice, essentially no flash. Here's the hull. I like it when they're already in tub shape. There's also fine surface texture here. So this is the only blemish I found. Normally I would not care, it usually becomes undetectable after priming and sanding, but the rest of the plate is textured and the blemish part is smooth. So here are the clear parts. This is sprue L and you use everything here. This is sprue RD and you just use these four parts here, which look like radios. Maybe Fug 2, like the Panzer 2 had. So this is labeled sprue A, but a blue A on the instructions, versus the other sprue A. These are the parts you'll use. So this kit comes with 3 upper hulls, 2 being spares. This is great, as I like doing Panzer IIs. This is sprue J. You don't use anything from these sections except for that one fire extinguisher. Lots of stuff for the spare tool bin. You use the ones I point to here. I had 3 pieces that had separated, which is fine. We'll see if I even use them. Photo etch, here's the piece you bend a little. Very nice texture. I could not find out what insignia this was from my unit insignia references. If you know, please comment below. I'm very curious. However, I'll be using my stencil set to paint on the crosses and a unit insignia. Alright, I'm looking forward to building this. I have at least 10 kits on the bench right now, in various states of completion, but I'll get to this soon. Again, I'll make build and then painting and weathering videos and post them. Thank you so much for watching, and happy modeling!